Hello, English learners. Tonight I would like to share about how to improve your oral productions competence. In the context of English as a foreign language, we have a lot of limitations in terms of uh, environment. It's not just because we have a limited time and school time, but it also because of the natures of the acquisition in terms of English as a foreign language. So, in order to facilitate learning to be sustainable and continuable, you need to create your own learning atmosphere. There are so many ideas, so many steps that you can follow to create learning atmosphere. But for me, I think the best way to to create your own learning environment is to record your own video. Why? Because recording your own video is the most efficient way to improve your oral productions. You can do it every time. You can even do it in your bed, or sometimes you just take your own video vlog. And anytime you got an ideas or something to share, so you just need your camera turn on and you can record yourself. Long time ago, I'm quite indifferent students. You know why? Because we've got a lot of friends, classmates, and also a learning partner, but sometimes we don't have same vision. We don't have the same objectives in terms of English learning. uh, I finally realized that that's just the matters of choice. Sometimes most people have their own capability in terms of subject matters. Like maybe they like math, they like geography, they like biology. Well, for me, I like English. So that's why, in that case, I might conclude that I have a passion in English. Well, they have different one instead. Okay, go back to how to improve your learning environment. Is that recording video? Recording video is, of course, it's a monolingual. It's a one-way speech. But if you think the way how this world connected, you can let your video publicly viewed by others. In this case, you are trying to get yourself virtually interacted with people because you have an intention that your video might be viewed, watched by somebody else outside there. So what you need to do is to pretend as you are talking to other people. Because you're talking to other people, you need to concern about what you are talking about and how you deliver your ideas, and also how to organize your ideas to be easily captured, of course, in English mode of communication. Sometimes you might think that it's just like useless recording yourself because it doesn't represent the way how speakers and interlocutor interact. This is not how communications in both ways work. But as I told you earlier, in terms of English as a foreign language, especially Indonesia, we don't have target community. A target community that enable us to practice English as much as we want, as frequent as we expect. So that's why we need to create the most efficient way. Recording video also doesn't require a lot of considerations like the way how you create your ideas, You don't need to talk about sophisticated thing. You don't need to talk about something, you know for people it's a hard issues. What you need to do is to share. Sharing is the most natural behavior of human being. In your everyday life you have a lot of things that you have done in one single day. A lot of things to do you're going to do in the next days, in the next week, in the next few days, in the next weeks, or and so on and so forth. You can talk about all that things about in your video recording. You even can, you know share whatever you feel like. When you're happy today, tell them about the reason why you're happy. If you feel gloomy, tell them about what are the things that make you gloom. And when you're in neutral emotions, you can talk about why you are in neutral emotions. So basically you are talking about yourself, you don't talking about others. But sometimes you also can talk about something that is very viral, very up to date, and even you can give reviews and comments, or even criticizing about that things. But again, you don't need to be a formal observer. You don't need to be a good commentators. You just go there inside of your handphone, turn your cameras on, and get yourself recorded. So that's all for tonight. I'll see you in the next tips. May you have smooth video recording in your English as foreign language learning. Goodbye.